I'm going to begin this final part of my contemporary exploration of Vashon with a story written by Barbara Gylland, found in the book Heart of Vashon. We have a large and deep pond on our property. The first summer we lived here, we certainly heard the song of the frogs at night. That song is very, very loud. I love how it slowly emerges, grows in intensity, echoes for a while, and then suddenly ceases, only to tentatively start up again, strengthen, and stop. As summer turned to fall, they sang less frequently, but we would still see them all over the property. I love the frogs. They speak to me. They provide a measure of stability and comfort in a world marked often by unpredictable change. Leave your dog behind when you visit the diminutive Christensen Pond Preserve. This 30-acre land trust property protects a small pond and surrounding woods, which are prime bird-watching habitats. The 0.7-mile trail rings the pond, which is best viewed from the north side. The changing water levels of the pond require wooden paths and bridges. This sanctuary protects a wealth of bird life, plus reptiles and amphibians. Caution is required when driving past the pond in the spring, when the rough-skinned newts are on the move. After passing fields of sheep and fruit trees, you will enter the Frog Holler area, population 113-ish, where you can check out the Land Trust's newest acquisition, Frog Holler Forest. This 135-acre natural area has a number of multi-use trails. I especially enjoy strolling the paths in the fall and discovering fungi hidden in the vegetation. The diversity is quite amazing. Be sure to bring your field guide. Some forest finds, however, just require you to use your imagination. Let's head back onto the waters of Cove's Passage, moving south of the Liza Beulah Beach area to explore the southwestern shoreline of the island. First up is Paradise Cove, half of which is lined with walk-in cottages. These waterfront homes are all connected by a narrow path. Owning a wheelbarrow is a must. Around the next corner is Camp Sealth, a 350-acre property owned and operated for over 100 years by Campfire Central Puget Sound. Islander Pam McMahan remembers her first visit to Vashon as an eager campfire girl. Early on a Monday morning, in the summer of 1958, I gathered with dozens of other young campfire girls to board the Virginia 5. For a 9-year-old, it was a long journey through the Ballard Locks and out into Puget Sound, eventually steaming all the way down Cove's Passage. When we finally reached the dock at Camp Sealth, we were ready to shed our sea legs, eager to explore the pretty woods and beaches that stretched out before us. The week was heaven on earth for me. Since I first saw and roamed the island as a little girl, Vashon has given me a window on a world that is earthy and unconventional, yet uncommonly beautiful and true. The island contains miles of rocky beaches, rolling vistas that showcase mountains on both eastern and western horizons, and people who are friendly and friends who care deeply about many things, who want to reflect the beauty of their surroundings in their dreams and actions. Vashon Island is my forever touchstone, a faithful and patient teacher, challenging me over many decades to give and receive with an open, light-hearted soul. South of Camp Sealth is the tiny community of Spring Beach, which is accessible only by a private road down a steep cliff. The heyday of Spring Beach was 1913 through 1943, when the Miramar Inn filled with summer visitors who arrived by boat. On this unpopulated piece of shoreline, you will find healthy kelp forests, hungry sea lions and raccoons, and the ever-present shorebirds. Rounding the corner of Delco Point, Mount Rainier and the city of Tacoma appear in the distance. Prior to 1920, when the Point Defiance ferry service began, this area was called Clam Cove because of its abundance of edible bivalves. In 1926, the residents formed the South End Community Club to make local improvements and organize social events. Their clubhouse and volunteer fire station were built in 1962. Check out the signage at the foot of the ferry wharf to learn more about the history of the South End. The newest improvement being made here is a King County Habitat Restoration Project designed to restore this shoreline and Tahlequah Creek to their natural states. Continuing east from the wharf, you'll pass unique homes until you round the southernmost point of Vashon at Neil Point. On June 2, 2012, the Vashon Nature Center held their first BioBlitz at this 52-acre King County natural area. During this 24-hour species inventory, volunteers identified 354 different animal and plant species. As I share a few last images of the south end of Vashon, I want to thank you for joining me on this contemporary exploration of Vashon and Maury Islands. If you live here, I hope we meet soon. If you plan to visit, I hope these images whet your appetite. The final poem of this series, and in the book Heart of Vashon, are the wise words of 7-year-old Gus Holmes. Everyone is laughing. All day the sun shines. Rafts ride the stream. Trees tower. Here we are.